Hey everybody, I'm Drew Hunt with Bean Trailer, and today we're going to take a look at our Mean Bean trailer. So the Mean Bean sometimes gets forgotten about. We've had a lot of focus recently on our top of the line black bean and our bang for your buck Bean Stalker. A lot of people don't realize that the Mean Bean is identical to the Meaner Bean, just with a different suspension and a different coupler. So that makes the Mean Bean an awesome option for people that have a 7-foot garage that they need to get their trailer stored inside, but still want some of that ruggedness and still have all of the features and amenities that you can find on the Meaner Bean. So it's an awesome trailer in the middle of our offerings, and we want to take a look at some of the features, so we'll just jump right into the Galley over here. So the Mean Bean is going to have the same 4 Galley options as the Meaner Bean trailer. Here you see our most popular option for the Mean Bean, which is the Premium Galley. If you're looking for a little more simple, we have the Basic and the Basic Plus. And if you're looking for a little bit more fancy, we have the Premium Plus, which is one step above this one. The Premium Galley does give you the 2-burner 18-inch Cook Partner stove over here on the left. We have storage underneath the sink. We have an 18-gallon water tank underneath the trailer with the running sink in the center. Over here for cold storage, the Premium Galley has the option for the IceCo JP40, which gives you 43 quarts of cold food storage here. If you go up to the Premium Plus Galley, you can upgrade that to the VL45 Pro for a little bit more cold storage there. On the backsplash here, we do have 2 110-volt outlets, as well as a single 12-volt cigarette style port there if you're trying to run those 12-volt accessories. For storage, we have the same pass-throughs as we have on our other trailers. So you have your bins in the center. We have our removable shelves on the outside 2 sections. And to hold those shut while you're on those rugged off-road trails, we have the positive post latches here to make sure all your storage isn't falling out of there. Over on the right, we do have our RGB lights. So whether you're trying to set the mood at camp or just cut down on the bugs a little bit, got different color options there. We have our main overhead white lights up above. As always, we have the killer paper towel holder up here as well. Down below, we do have the same 2-inch, 200-pound hitch receiver that we have on our other trailers. So if you're trying to add a little bike rack or a cargo carrier to expand that storage a little bit, it's a great option there. And then on the back corners as well, we do have the Quick Connect propane connections. So running the stove, running the hot water shower, whatever the options that you have chosen for your trailer. Moving around to the side of the trailer, we can see our standard leveling jacks on the back corners. So you can actually use this to level the trailer at camp, stabilize it while you're at camp, and even change a spare tire if you were to get a flat. We do have our gray water drain and water fill for that 18-gallon water tank underneath. We also have our port for shore power. So we use a standard 15-amp extension cord for our shore power plugs there. That is charging your batteries, running your entire trailer's electrical, and lets you utilize those 110 outlets in that rear galley and inside the trailer. Moving back, we do have a standard Arctic turn window on the driver's side of the trailer. Looking over at this one, you can see we did option for that second one. So awesome for when you want more visibility, more airflow out in the middle of nowhere. This one we did option on the roof rack. So we have the Thule crossbars with the roof rack mounts. Great for mounting awnings, rooftop tents, shower rooms, whatever you want to add to that. We have the same stand-on fenders as our Meaner Bean trailer and the same awesome Falcon Wild Peak AT tires. This one has also optioned in the stand-on rock sliders. So again, great way to get up top if you need to do things up above. And on the doors, we do have the integrated screen door on all of the trailers. Up front, we have the little dartboard closure for that porthole window. And looking over at this trailer, you can see we have the sidewall mounted spare. And back to those jacks, you can actually use those to lift the trailer to change a tire if you get in a pinch. So the Mean Bean will come standard with a front luggage tray and a single AGM battery. Upgrading to this awesome front storage box gives you a ton of storage and a separated electrical area over here, which does give you the option to upgrade to a single or a dual lithium system if you're planning to be out on the trail for a long time. In here, we also have a breakaway system for safety. It's also where if you opt for the optional solar panel, we'll have the solar charge controller, and there is an option to put the 110 inverter in here as well. So if you want that 110 power, it gives you a plug on this corner and inside that box to charge batteries, laptops, run a coffee maker, whatever you need to do while you're out on the trail. On this side, we have a giant front storage area, which is great for camp chairs and other necessities that you're going to have out with you. We did opt to add the awesome stealth window on the front of this Mean Bean, and it's not currently installed, but to cover that window and to help you stay out longer, we have the optional light leaf solar panel that's curve matched to fit the trailer. If you're familiar with Bean Trailer, the interior of the Mean Bean is going to look very familiar. We have the same push to open drawers down below, pass-through storage with little trigger latches to keep it shut while you're driving, giant full width attic up top. The Arctic turn windows have that dual pane window with the latches, vent mode. We have built-in bug screens and built-in blackout sunshades. Up front, we have remotes on both sides to control the lighting. You can dim those down at night, keep the bugs out a little bit. We have the 10-speed remote control fan up top. You can do a dual way with that. So in the summer when you want that breeze, you can have that blow in. In the winter when you're trying to cut down on moisture and condensation buildup, run that on air out at its lowest setting and does a really good job mitigating that moisture. Probably the most important feature inside is cup holders on both sides up front. We have the awesome storage cubby up here. We have that giant front window behind our shades up front. Click on reading lights in the corners. We have dual USBs on both sides as well. So you have that phone cubby and key hook, great place to charge your phones at night. Looking underneath, this one does have the optional heater. So we run a Truma Vario heat propane heater, have the controls for that up top. We have our fuse box, breaker panel, and smart charger all built into that center black box there. Propane detector if you do opt for that heater. Down below we have the 110 GFCI that controls the rest of the trailer, or the rest of the GFCI outlets as well. And the little black dot there is the thermostat for the heater. So we do have the full-size queen bed in here, so very comfortable 4.5-inch foam mattress here, plenty of space. We've had people up to 6'6", 6'7" sleeping in here comfortably. Underneath, we also have the floor storage in the Mean Bean, which gives you the option to add that pop-up table. So with this tri-fold mattress, you can fold that up into a little couch. And if you need to get in out of the weather and make dinner, play some cards, whatever you want to do, gives you a great place to get out of the weather and get a little sanctuary. If you've opted for a galley with a built-in stove or the heater, you will have a single mounted front propane tank. You do have the quick connect down here, so you just have a single propane hose to run to that. Runs everything to the back of the trailer where you have the quick ports on the back and directly into the heater as well. You do have room here for an optional second tank, so if you want to just be able to switch those out and never have to worry about going out into the wild with a partial tank, gives you really good peace of mind. In the center here, we do have a bubble level. So when you're at camp, you're able to level that side to side, front to back, make sure you have a really comfortable sleeping platform there. We have our standard trailer hookup, so you have a 7-pin. All of our trailers do come with built-in electric brakes. So as long as you have a 7-pin on your vehicle with a built-in brake controller, you can run those brakes. It makes for a much safer and more comfortable towing experience. We also have our safety chains, breakaway cable for that emergency brake system. Down below, it's going to come standard with the foot, which helps distribute that weight when you're in a campsite on dirt, gravel, anything like that. You do have an option to add the front wheel, so you can swap out that foot. So it's great for storage, getting in a garage, trying to maneuver it through those little tight sections there. Here, one of the differences with the Mean Bean is the 2-inch ball coupler. So the Meaner is going to come with that articulating max coupler. The 2-inch ball coupler is what most people are going to be more familiar with. So most people already have a 2-inch ball for their vehicle. This is removable, which adds a little bit of safety in there as well. Security when you are leaving at a camp, you can pull that out and then nobody even has something there to hook up to. So as you can see, the Mean Bean is an awesome middle of the road option for people that don't need the full-blown independent suspension of some of our other trailers. Still has the ruggedness to get off-road, but it's low enough to fit in a 7-foot garage. We still have all the same galley and amenity options as you'll find on our Meaner Bean. If you don't think the Mean Bean is still the right fit for you, you may have seen we are launching Beanstalk 2.0 and Bean Squared. So be sure to head over to our website, sign up for that newsletter, and stay up to date on everything that's coming up with those. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our sales team.